Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope, your first horoscope for 2021. This one's for you, Cancer. As we come into January, the sun is shining in Capricorn through the 18th, and this is opposing your sun. That makes relationships a big focus this month, not just for Cancer sun people, but especially for Cancer rising people who might be interested in strengthening an existing relationship or exploring the possibilities with someone new. Now, all Cancer sun people will likely feel the need to balance their energy within relationships under this astrology. Whenever the sun in the sky or any planet is opposing your sun sign, it's sort of like a teeter-totter energy that is seeking balance. Now, on the 19th, the sun moves into the sign of Aquarius, and this could inspire you to invite more creativity and feelings of freedom into your life. We're going to be moving towards a Mercury retrograde cycle that begins on January the 30th. But you might find yourself negotiating an agreement with an intimate partner, other loved one, even before this cycle starts. And that could be the more productive time to get the negotiations going. And then once you've initiated some discussions, when Mercury goes retrograde on the 30th, you'll have something to work with that you've laid a foundation. The Mercury retrograde cycle is never a great time to start a discussion or negotiation from scratch. So keep that in mind. We've got Mars entering Taurus on January the 7th as it simultaneously clears the shadow of its last retrograde cycle. This is going to feel like a relief. Mars retrograde was particularly challenging for the cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Really could have forced you to go back and rework the way you're doing something. Well, now you get to feel the rewards of that time period with Mars and Taurus from January 6th to March the 3rd. It can really energize you to pursue a big picture goal and think about what you've been daydreaming about. With Mars, planet of action, in the practical sign of Taurus, it's telling you it's time to take some concrete steps towards manifesting what you want. And you'll be able to see your resources more clearly, what tools will be needed to accomplish your goal. Friends and anyone in your network are going to be good sources of support, but you're going to need to take charge of how you want to do this yourself. There's an independence built into Mars and Taurus that's really encouraging you to be self-reliant. So definitely use people as sounding board, bounce ideas, maybe pool your resources. But when it comes down to taking action, you will have the most success when you take charge. Now, Venus is moving into Capricorn on the 8th and will remain in this sign through January the 30th. For both Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising people, this signifies some really sweet energies coming your way for relationships and cultivating abundance. So even though Venus will be opposing your Sun or Ascendant if you're Cancer Rising, the type of challenge presented by this aspect gets you to step up your game so you can enjoy the rewards you deserve. When Venus is in opposition, it's asking you to recognize your self-worth. You can often gain more respect from others when you stand up for yourself in a loving way. Think about these types of themes with Venus and Capricorn this month. It can be useful for your relationships. Now, this month's new moon is going to be on the 13th. And guess what? It's also in Capricorn. There's quite a bit of Capricorn astrology this month. It's at 23 degrees of Capricorn, and it's supporting your intentions related to partnership, marriage, financial security, taking charge of your destiny, and embracing responsibility. That goes right along with that Mars and Taurus. It's time to just do this. If you were born on or around July 16th of any year, or you happen to have around 23 degrees of Capricorn rising, this new moon is going to feel especially inspiring and activating for you. But all people under the sign of Cancer and any zodiac sign should definitely put down their intentions at every new moon, because that's the most powerful time of the month to manifest what we want in our lives. Now we're going to enter the shadow of Mercury retrograde on January the 16th. So definitely try to initiate new actions before this date. The official Mercury retrograde dates will be January 30th through February 20th. So you've got your heads up now. Try to schedule some downtime during the end of the month for contemplation and emotional processing. You might find others to be a distraction. So if you have a bit more time alone to get clear on what you want, that will help you a lot. It's okay to have, of course, social connections, but just don't fill your day with other people's voices so much that you can't hear your own at the end of the day. Now, this month's full moon on the 28th will be at 9 degrees of Leo, illuminating your second house of finance and self-worth. This is good news. Celebrate your unique creative expression. Your creativity could be a moneymaker. If you've been putting efforts towards earning or saving since that January 13th new moon, by this January 28th full moon, you might start to see some results and some progress around this time. That's the nice thing about these lunar cycles. So I hope you can take advantage of this month's astrology. Be safe and be well, and I will see you here next month with your horoscope.